The criminal justice system is designed to rehabilitate and correct the behaviors of a criminal. While that is the main goal, the system has also been known to hinder more than it has helped the ones in need of correction. Jeremiah Thompson and Darren Haley both expressed their perspectives of the system.
I had sacrificed time on relationships. I had to sacrifice myself as far as I wasn't where I was before I went in. So I had to learn how to start from the ground up and reestablish things.
Thompson expressed his goal of completing his college degree.
The thing about me, I was determined. I was determined to finish. I am able to go back to school, even though I was still majoring in that, in criminal justice. I'm not very sure if I would be able to use it right away, but I feel like I wanted to finish because I started something.
Darren Haley expressed the outcomes of many convicted felons and the obstacles they face.
Depending on the length of sentence, someone who's spent more than a couple of years, I think their biggest issue is acclimating back to a free society where they have the freedoms and don't have somebody telling them where they need to be, what they have to do, and handling that freedom. And then moving into the workforce of being able to find just a reasonable paying job. It's going to be hard to find a good paying job, but a reasonable paying job.
I say job. I've been told a lot of no's, being yeses. But in every situation, I just kept it real, kept it honest, told them what it was, and that I was young at the time, and I made a mistake.
Haley talked about his personal reflections of hiring a convicted felon.
Personally, I've hired a gentleman to work with me that had previously served about 18 years in federal prison. I hired him as a paralegal and had a brilliant mind. Could read, research, and write as well as any intern or any law student coming out of law school. So it's all about giving somebody a chance. If you stop at their record, you never know what's behind the record.
I was surprised they gave me a chance because I came in there and told the truth. I told them what it was, what was on my record. They gave me a shot.
I also try to encourage former clients that, a part of once you're released, state court you're released to usually probation. As a part of probation, you're required to have full-time employment or either be a full-time student. So I've kind of helped facilitate them sometimes with finding companies that matches up with felons and don't hold that against them as a part of their job requirements.
In the state of South Carolina, any convicted felon can have their voting rights restored upon completion of all supervised release. Unfortunately, not all states give back that specific right.
I personally think it is absolutely insane that somebody gets convicted of a crime and all of a sudden they aren't capable of voting. I know that now there's a huge push of doing a restoration of civil rights when you get out, and a whole lot of people get their rights restored now as a matter of course, as opposed to 10 years ago. But when you look at the legislator years and years ago when they started creating these laws, that was more of a voter suppression issue because it was more minorities at the time that were getting the felonies on their record, and that was a way, in my opinion, to control another form of voter suppression. Because the fact that if I am involved in a felony hit and run, or if I become addicted to a drug, or if I get in a fight and somebody is seriously injured and it turns into a felony, that in and of itself does not impact my ability to listen to the issues of a campaign and decide who I want to vote for.
Thompson discussed how he is redeeming himself back to society, and he says how he wants to be a helping role model for those in need.
planning to better myself by starting this foundation called Pain to Purpose. The pain part of it is I'm telling my story, what I've been through. It's starting from when I was a young child. And that goes all the way until me going off to prison. I'm still coming home, trying to find my way. The purpose side of it is to, I'm showing people that there is a better you inside. Even after you're going through your storms, even though your past may be what it is, it's purpose in what you went through. So I am working on a foundation called Pain to Purpose. I also incorporate music into that foundation. I want to incorporate a book in it as well, and just sharing my story. And if I can save one person by sharing my testimony, I know I've done my job.